Watch Jenny McCarthy on if Donnie Wahlberg would do Masked Singer. This Ram didn't wind up a champion. After being eliminated following a duel with Firefly, legendary sports play-by-play announcer Joe Buck was unveiled as the man underneath the ram's horns on the March 16 episode of The Masked Singer. Buck is the second contestant to be sent home this season, after Duff Goldman was the first celebrity to get the HOA last week. Ram sang John Denver's Take Me Home, Country Roads during his one-on-one battle with Firefly, but in the end the judges preferred her version of Ariana Grande's God is a Woman, and sent Buck packing. Guest panelist Eric Stonestreet correctly guessed that it was his real-life friend Buck under the disguise. Earlier in the night, Ram sang a version of Learn to Fly by Foo Fighters, which was praised by the judges. Despite that, he landed in the bottom against Firefly, whose version of Michael Jackson's PYT, Pretty Young Thing, wowed the panel, but not the audience. Firefly was not thrilled about being forced to sing for her life. She stormed off the stage after getting the news but composed herself enough to save herself and kick Buck to the curb. But hey, it wasn't all bad news for the 52-year-old broadcaster. Earlier in the day, it was announced that he and booth partner Troy Aikman would be the new voices of ESPN's Monday Night Football, a deal that's reportedly earning Buck close to $15 million a year. When The Masked Singer door closes, another one opens. The highest praise of the evening went to Thingamabob, whose version of Ed Sheeran's Perfect moved panelist Ken Jeong to tears. Fellow panelist Robin Thicke echoed the praise, calling Thingamabob the early frontrunner of the season. Thicke wondered if it might be Jason Momoa under the mask, while panelist Jenny McCarthy took a big swing and guessed Dwayne Johnson. Cyclops, the other performer of the night, sang a version of Elvis Presley's Suspicious Minds that the panelists and audiences loved. Jeong put together some clues and theorized it might be Chris Pratt, while panelist Nicole Scherzinger guessed Matchbox 20 frontman Rob Thomas. To find out more clues about the first crop of mystery contestants this season, scroll below. The Masked Singer airs Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on Fox. Ram Team Bad. On the March 16th episode, Ram sang Learn to Fly by Foo Fighters, which didn't exactly inspire the audience. He was forced to duel against Firefly to avoid elimination. His version of Take Me Home, Country Roads by John Denver didn't do the trick, and Ram was forced to unmask. It was revealed to be Hall of Fame broadcaster Joe Buck. Guest panelist Eric Stonestreet was able to guess Buck before he took off his horns, as the two are friends in real life. Buck is known for his voice, but he might be wise to stick to play-by-play. McTerrier Team Good. On the March 9th premiere, McTerrier was the first contestant sent back to the pound. After a chaotic performance of Loverboy's Working for the Weekend, that featured his headpiece flying off for the first time in the show's history, the audience was left as flummoxed as they were underwhelmed. Thus, pastry chef and Food Network star Duff Goldman was sent packing. A rough start to be sure. Thingamabob Team Cuddly. Thingamabob brought panelist Ken Jeong to tears with his performance of Ed Sheeran's Perfect on the March 16th episode. Equally as impressive was his overall stature, which the judges continued to comment on. His mega clue was a series of men holding shields, and he joked that he forgot his trident backstage. It led panelist Robin Thicke to ponder if it might be Aquaman himself, Jason Momoa. On the March 9th premiere, after his performance of Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi, Thingamabob said he wants his voice to be the biggest clue. He blew judges away with his pipes, who all remarked on his athletic body. His video featured a Hotel California ornament, a bulldog and a tackle box. Another hint, Thingamabob said he grew up on rock music. Cyclops Team Bad. Cyclops sang Suspicious Minds by Elvis Presley on the March 16th episode, but it was his mega clue that really got the judges talking. A meteorite was brought to the stage with a plaque that read "This meteorite crashed to Earth in 1988. Ken put some things together and thought it might be a clue about Guardians of the Galaxy, and guessed that Silcops might be Chris Pratt. On the March 9th episode, Cyclops rocked out to Creed's My Sacrifice for his first performance, but it was his spoken word that revealed the most about him. He referred to himself as a villain and said he tended to connect more with monsters than heroes. I was the kind of kid who was disappointed at the end of Beauty and the Beast when he turned handsome, Cyclops revealed. Very mysterious. His intro video featured a compass and a comic book, hinting that there might be something, and someone, adventurous involved here. Firefly, team, good. It was a rocky night for Firefly on the March 16th episode. After an impressive performance of Michael Jackson's PYT, Pretty Young Thing, she still found herself in the bottom two. She sang a killer version of Ariana Grande's God as a woman to knock out Ram and save herself, at least for another week. Firefly's mega clue was a photo of Pharrell Williams, who she said has been instrumental in her career. Things didn't start off very well for Firefly on the March 9th premiere. She had to stop her performance midway through and receive medical attention. It's unclear exactly what went wrong, but when she came back later in the show, she was no worse for wear. Her performance of Chaka Khan's Ain't Nobody led Robin to call Firefly one of the best singers we've ever had. We clearly have a vocalist on our hands. Firefly's video included a program from the famed Apollo Theater, a framed photo of Tyler Perry, references to stand-up comedy and a Statue of Liberty. Baby Mammoth, Team, Cuddly, Lemur, Team, Cuddly, Space Bunny, Team, Cuddly, Queen Cobra, Team, Bad, Hydra, Team, Bad, The Prince, Team, Good, Miss Teddy, Team, Cuddly, Armadillo, Team, Good, Jack in the Box, Team, Bad, Ringmaster, Team, Good,